Hey everybody, welcome to an intro video about our Lab 3 in Physics 1105. So Lab 3 is your first formal written report. So I want you to make sure that you are looking at the formal lab requirements and that you look at the rubric before you turn in that lab. Okay, so the formal lab requirements actually are down here. We look down. Formal lab write-up, guidelines, and then there's actually a little quiz to make sure that you understand the guidelines. The rubric, I believe, should probably be down in that section, but I think I put it up here. Yeah, so this should probably move. I'll probably move it after I make this video. Anyway, so hopefully you'll take a look at that before you do this lab, because when you're doing the lab, you can be thinking about all the things that you're going to need to put into your report. Okay, this lab is a little different. You have a couple of methods of doing this lab. In this lab, we're going to measure the acceleration due to gravity. So we're going to measure g. So to do that, you can do it two ways. And let's go look at the manual. So one way you can do is using video analysis. So this would be you're dropping a ball and you're taking a video of that, or dropping at any object really, and then you're using video analysis software to get the data from that, right? Because that ball should be accelerating at 9.81 meters per second squared, right? So that is the acceleration due to g, or I mean, due to gravity, right? So that would be g. Now, the video analysis, there's actually stuff you can just download on your phone that'll do that. There is something called Logger Pro that you can download. If you look here, you can download this video analysis software from Logger Pro, and there's many ways to do that. If you're going to do this method, my recommendation, if you really want to do it right, is to drop the ball from as high as you can safely. Like, for instance, you could drop it out of a second-story window. Please don't go outside on the roof. If you have a window that's a clear drop, right, and have a friend video the drop. It should work if you just drop it from, raising your hand above your head and drop. It should work, but you'll get better data if you drop it from higher. Again, please don't go up on the roof or anything like that. Okay. The other way is using a simulation. It's another PhET simulation, and that is in the manual as well. It tells you what the simulation is. It's, and you can see here, let's go. Yeah, it's called Galileo's method, where you're using a ramp. And so the ramp, and this is how Galileo measured g. So if you want to get historical, you can do it that way. So you let a ball, say, roll down a ramp, and that is, slowing down, right? That will be less than g, but you can calculate g from that. The acceleration down that ramp will be less than g, but you can calculate g from that. Okay, so you can do that, and that's from the PhET. This is one of those PhET simulations. It's called the ramp. Okay. Now you can use data that we made from the ramp here, because sometimes it's hard to get data out of the PhET simulation for certain browsers, etc. So you can also just use this data. This is also backup data if you, if your video experiment fails, right? Anyway, there's many ways to do this. Of course, there's a pre-lab lecture and an assignment here, kind of a warm-up, and then the formal lab here, quiz, and then you turn in that formal report, right, by June 3rd. Okay, again, this is your first formal report. Make sure you know what to do. Make sure you know what I'm looking for by looking at the rubric. Okay, well, I hope this helps, and good luck with your experiments. Again, be safe if you're going to drop that ball from a high height.